Welcome everyone to tonight's show. We're thrilled to have you here. Tonight we're diving deep into a topic so obscure, so under the radar, that even mentioning it might make your geography teacher say, "Wait, Moldova has a history?" Yes folks, Moldova does indeed have a rich and fascinating history. Yes folks, we're talking about Moldova, this small but intriguing country nestled in Eastern Europe. The country nestled between Romania and Ukraine, often mistaken for a region in Eastern Europe rather than a sovereign nation. But there's so much more to it than just its location. Now I know what you're thinking. Moldova? What could possibly be interesting about it? Isn't that where my grandma's curtains came from? Or maybe those beautiful traditional textiles you see at vintage markets? And to that, I say, maybe, but there's so much more to discover. But there's more to this little nation than meets the eye. From its scenic countryside to its vibrant cultural festivals, Moldova is a hidden gem. So buckle up as we embark on a whistle-stop tour of Moldova's surprisingly eventful past. We'll explore its history, culture, and the unique aspects that make it stand out. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll be the most interesting person at your next dinner party. Imagine the looks of surprise when you share your newfound knowledge, or at least, you'll have a fun fact or two to throw out there between bites of cheese and crackers. So, let's get started on this exciting journey through Moldova. Let's rewind the clock way back, shall we? We're talking pre-Instagram, pre-printing press, pre-socks with sandals. Back in the good old days when mammoths roamed the earth and people communicated through interpretive dance. Even back then, Moldova was a happening place. We're talking about ancient tribes like the Dacians and the Getai, chilling out, inventing wine, more on that later, and generally enjoying the prime real estate. These early settlers laid the groundwork for what would become Moldova. They were into agriculture, they had their own beliefs and customs, and they definitely knew how to throw a party. We know this because archaeologists have found remnants of their pottery, tools, and yes, even their ancient party snacks. Fast forward a few centuries, and we find ourselves in the Middle Ages. Moldova, a land rich in history and culture, was a place of great significance during this period. Imagine a time when the landscape was dotted with imposing castles and quaint villages, each with its own unique story to tell. Forget knights in shining armor. In Moldova, it was all about badass princes and strategic alliances. These leaders were not just figureheads, they were shrewd tacticians and brave warriors who played pivotal roles in shaping the region's destiny. Enter stage left, the Moldavian Principality, established in the 14th century. This principality was a beacon of resilience and strength, navigating through the turbulent waters of medieval politics and warfare. This is where things get juicy. We're talking battles, betrayals, and enough political intrigue to make your head spin. The Moldavian Principality was a hotbed of activity, with alliances being forged and broken, and power struggles that could rival any modern-day drama. One name you need to know is Stephen the Great, the ultimate Moldavian hero. His legacy is etched in the annals of history, a testament to his leadership and valor. This guy was basically the Chuck Norris of his time, defending his land from invaders left, right, and center. His military prowess and strategic genius were unmatched, earning him a place of honor in Moldovan history. He's the reason why Moldovans today still puff out their chests and say, "We're a small country, but we've got a big history." Stephen the Great's enduring legacy continues to inspire pride and patriotism among Moldovans, reminding them of their rich heritage and the indomitable spirit of their ancestors. Section 4. Ottomans and Russians. Everyone wants a piece of Moldova. Unfortunately for Moldova, being awesome at defending yourself doesn't always guarantee a peaceful existence. By the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire, with its fancy turbans and insatiable appetite for land, came knocking. For the next few centuries, Moldova played the role of the reluctant middle child, caught between the Ottoman Empire and the increasingly powerful Russian Empire. It wasn't pretty. Imagine trying to enjoy a nice bowl of borscht while two giant empires are arm wrestling over your dinner table. This tug-of-war shaped Moldova's identity, language, and culture. It also left the country a little bit, shall we say, wary of its neighbors. Section 5. The 20th century, from one empire to another. The 20th century didn't exactly bring peace and quiet to Moldova. The country got caught in the crossfire of two world wars, which, as you can imagine, put a bit of a damper on things. After World War II, Stalin decided that Moldova looked awfully cozy, nestled between Ukraine and Romania, so he just went ahead and added it to the USSR like it was an extra side of fries. For the next few decades, Moldova became another cog in the Soviet machine. The country experienced forced collectivization, Russification policies, and all the joys of living under a totalitarian regime. Fun times. Section 6. Independent Moldova. It's complicated, but wait, there's hope. In 1991, as the Soviet Union crumbled faster than a stale croissant, Moldova finally got a taste of that sweet, sweet independence. The early years of independence were a bit like a roller coaster ride with a faulty safety harness. Economic instability, political turmoil, and a little thing called the Transnistria War made it clear that being independent was a lot harder than it looked. Today, Moldova is still figuring things out. It's a young democracy, grappling with corruption, poverty, and a brain drain that would make even the most optimistic economist break into a cold sweat. Section 7. Moldova, today, wine, culture, and maybe a future EU membership card. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Moldova, a small yet vibrant country nestled between Romania and Ukraine, has a lot more to offer than you might think. Despite its challenges, Moldova is a country with a lot to offer. From its picturesque landscapes to its charming villages, there's a certain magic in the air that captivates visitors. For starters, they make some damn good wine. Moldova's wine industry is one of the oldest in the world, with a history that dates back thousands of years. The country's fertile soil and favorable climate create the perfect conditions for growing high-quality grapes. Seriously, if you ever find yourself in Chisinau, the capital city, skip the supermarket plonk and head straight for a wine cellar. The underground wine cellars in Chisinau are some of the largest in the world, stretching for miles and housing millions of bottles. Your taste buds will thank you. Whether you're a fan of red, white, or sparkling, Moldovan wine has something to offer every palate. Beyond the fermented grapes, Moldova boasts a rich cultural heritage. From its traditional music and dance to its delicious cuisine, think hearty stews, savory pastries, and more wine. The country's festivals and cultural events are a testament to its vibrant traditions and community spirit. Plus, the people are known for their hospitality and resilience, which, let's face it, are pretty damn important qualities when you've been through what they have. Moldovans are warm, welcoming, and always ready to share a meal or a story with visitors. So, there you have it, a crash course in Moldovan history. From ancient times to the present day, Moldova's story is one of perseverance and pride. The country's historical sites and landmarks offer a glimpse into its rich past and enduring spirit. It's a story of resilience, adaptation, and a healthy dose of, well, that was unexpected. Moldova has faced numerous challenges over the years, but it has always managed to bounce back stronger than before. Will Moldova become the next economic powerhouse? The country is making strides in various sectors, from agriculture to technology, and there's a sense of optimism about its future. Will it finally get its act together and join the European Union? Only time will tell. The prospect of EU membership is a topic of much debate and hope among Moldovans, and it could bring significant changes to the country's political and economic landscape. But one thing's for sure, this little nation with a big heart is definitely one to watch. Moldova's unique blend of history, culture, and resilience makes it a fascinating place with a promising future.